Hey lovely people. So what we're doing today is making a paper terrarium. So we're doing paper succulents to go inside a glass terrarium. And you can make them as complicated or as easy as you like. We're starting out on beginner level here with templates that you can use, but you can go on to make other succulents to go in as well. You can make them as big or as small. You could also take them into soft crafting and make them out of felt as well if you so wish to. There's many ways of playing with these and making beautiful things. Lovely for the spring. We need some greenery at the moment and some life coming through. So we'll go here and look, and you can see some in situ first, and then we'll go on with the tutorial. So for this project, you're going to need some aquarium stone and sand. You can use that in different colors. You can get different types. You're going to need templates, which are downloadable for free, and that's all your petals and leaves. You'll need some florist wires, which are bendable. So go for a higher gauge, which is a thinner wire. You're going to need some scissors or a cutting machine. Some green cardstock. I'm using American Craft cardstock. And finally, a terrarium to put everything in, like so. And if you need it, a hot glue gun or some adhesive. So to start the demonstration, you're going to need your scissors. You'll need your template, and we're just going to put this on the green cardstock and cut it out. If you've used a machine such as a Brother Scan and Cut, obviously this will be quicker, and the SVG files are there for you to use. I'm just going to cut them out by hand, just placing them on here. They don't need to be too perfect, but try and stay as near to it as you can. So what we need to do now is just very quickly prick a hole in all of the green pieces. As far as the white template pieces are concerned, we don't need them anymore, so you can put them to one side, but maybe keep hold of them, pop them in a folder, and then if you ever want to make more succulents, you've got the template already cut. So just keep them to one side, they're useful to keep. Now, when you're putting the holes in the center of your green leaves, you can use a poke tool or a needle or something along those lines. It's just a tiny little hole so that we can get that florist wire through the center. If you don't have florist wire, you can actually just glue all of the leaves on top of each other, but when you've got that florist wire, it does give you a bit more movement within the actual plant at the end. It's just a bit more freedom for you. So put these into size order. Get rid of any scraps that are in the way, and just make sure you've got all your pieces roughly in the right sizes. So for this, I've mixed up two colours. As you can see, you don't have to. Sometimes it's just nice to sort of have it sort of slightly variegated. So it's just a choice. It's just a decision that you make as you're going along. But we're just going to put a small hole in each. A piece of cardboard just to protect the table. I'll start with the smaller ones and work my way up. Not that it really matters at this stage. We're just piercing each one. And it's just so that we can feed that wire through. Okay. Now we want to work from the biggest at the bottom, and we're going to work into the top at the top. Now, the smallest at the top. Now the way that's going to work is when we have our florist wire, we just need to make a little loop on the top, and we're going to feed the smallest one upwards towards it. We're going to put a tiny little glue dot on there. And the reason we work from the top to the bottom is because at the end we're going to try and get rid of that wire because it's going to sit within the terrarium, so we don't want the whole thing showing. So it's just that we make sure we're working in that basis. So get them in order before you start, just so you know which way you're going with them. do mine that way. We're going to rotate them so they're in different states because we don't want it all to be on top of each other. We want them to have kind of a flourish going around, and that's how we'll work it. So I'm going to take a piece of this wire gauge. The higher the gauge, obviously, the thinner the wire, and I'm just going to loop it over. We don't need tools particularly for this, but if you've got sore fingers, make sure you use some nips just to put them in. And this is just to guide it on. Now, all I'm going to do is just put a very, very tiny little bead of hot glue. You can use other adhesives as well. You can use a wet adhesive such as a PVA glue, but obviously hot glue dries quicker and it's stronger. It doesn't always hold this in place, but the idea is just to get it to touch base for now while we shape out. So I'm just putting that right to the top, and I'll just hold it for a second and let it form its glue bead. So you can see it's just got that tiny bead there. And then we're just going to push up the leaves like so, and we're going to start manipulating the paper. So that glue is literally just to allow us to let go so that we can play with the paper shapes and put them in a way that we want it to be for the shaping. So take your petal. You can either use a bone folder, you can use a pokey tool, or you can use your fingers. I'm going to start with my fingers, and if I can't shape it out enough, I will go back in. Now, succulents are cupped inwards, but they also sort of the leaves will go out and then up and round. So we don't want to just do a full curl like we would do with scissors. We want to kind of shape it. So I'm going to hold it with my thumb just there, and I'm just going to pull in from the edge and form a curve so that I've still got that flat base. Because if I don't keep that flat base, it will just curve up like a flower, and you need it to have a difference from a flower. It does need to look like a succulent. So we're just going to play with those there. Now, as you can see, there's my flat plane, and then it's got that lovely curve, and that's what we're aiming for on each of these. And by the time we've finished, hopefully it will all sit quite flat, which is what we're aiming for. As we're going through, we're just breaking those fibres and pulling them in, and we'll do that for every single leaf that we do. And each time we bring on a new set of leaves, we'll rotate them so each one sits in between, so we get a full plant by the end of it. And each time I'll just put a tiny bead of glue just on the insert here. Now, once you've got each piece attached, we need to first of all get rid of the wire, but we also need to make sure that we've shaped out properly. So we're trying to get rid of some of the little gaps inside. Because we've done all of the manipulating so far with our hands, I'm going to carry on doing that. but I'm going to start bunching it up more so that it becomes more enclosed. So we have this really beautiful shape at the minute that's kind of like a water lily, and we're still trying to retain that shape. We just want to make it more structured. If you find it easier at this point to use a bone folder, this is where it's a good time to use that to really shape those petals out. So it's up to you. You can use a poker tool too. If you start to do it too tight, it will curl, so just watch your edges. And also, if you want to at this stage, you can also use a stamping ink pad and just put some red tips on the edges if you want, something like that. So play with your shapes, play with your colours. I'm going to leave mine as it is in the green because I like the colour of just that variance within the two greens that are there and then the pebbles at the bottom. But it's up to you, so play with it as you think best. So I'm just going to snip this off quite low down, like so, and then fold it round and do a little twist just so it sits straight and flat. That means that all my shapes stay where they are. So as you can see, I'm just putting a little loop here. Just means everything stays in place. And then I'll pop a little bit of glue on that just to keep it held down so I know it's all together. We're not going to see the bottom of that because it's going to be sitting within the terrarium, so that's not a problem to us. We're just going to put some glue here. Make sure you put a good daub on, and then we're going to wait for that to dry. And obviously we're not going to touch that until it's dried because we get burnt. While it's just sitting drying, we can shape out slightly on those bottom ones. Put your finger in the glue. There we go. You can start to see it now taking that dome shape, which is just really, really pretty from the underside. We know then it's starting to form in a way that we want it to form to make that sort of solid sculpture at the front. You can see it's starting to look very pretty. The bead of glue on the inside is actually quite sweet. Although we can see it, it's not something we're going to try and disguise. If I was doing a flower, I would try and hide it. Because I quite like the way it looks on the centralized, I'm going to leave it as it is. So we're just pulling in on those leaves and shaping out even more. What we are after is that central piece here, that's going to stay flat in the middle. We want that to remain flat. But now that we've got all the other ones on, we can actually place our hand in the middle and we can start to shape in full pieces so we get that curl that we're looking for. And each leaf should stand out. So that's your flower pretty much made at this point, your succulent. Really, really pretty. Lovely with the variants in greens. You've got your deep shadows that come, and it looks like a drop shadow. So when this goes into the terrarium with that glass, you'll get a play on light and shadow, which will just look really, really pretty. So the next step is just to get those stones in there without breaking the glass. Now, obviously, you need to be careful when you do this. It does have sand inside as well. So we'll put the whole lot in, take it to the bottom so that it's not all falling everywhere. The one that I'm using, I can have on an angle or I can have it sat flat. Doesn't matter which. And either way, it looks super pretty. So you do get to choose which one. Just leave them out. They're very, very pretty. I'll put mine down here. Now we leave the succulent loose. If you don't want it to be loose and you want it to stay firmly in place, my advice to you would be to just add a small piece of wood dowel at the bottom of this, just a thin piece, glue it on so that it can be pushed further in. It's a choice that you make and it's up to you. You can add more sand and stones as well. I like the coloured ones because I think they just give a variance, but all we need to do at this point is push in like so, and it will start to hold the shape of that succulent inside. And as we release, we have a really beautiful paper terrarium. Thank you very much for joining me today. That was super fun, really enjoyed it, and I hope you did too. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to like and subscribe.